Okay, let's hope I can get this going good. I'm trying to get set up. I'm just in one of my moods today to just run my jaws and just talk to all you fine folks out there. And I don't have really a good camera right now, so I'm having to use my phone to do my things with. So, but I'm being really encouraging. I'm doing my work here while I'm talking to you. I mean, really encouraging people with limits to prep, to be a back to basics prepper, basically. And I'm not telling you to go out there and join a malicious group or 500 prepper groups. I'm not telling you to do any of that. Now, it is something that's really totally up to you. But I want to tell you what, this is what happens with people with handicaps when they go from a very active lifestyle in many cases, not all cases, but in many cases. They go from doing normal everyday things that they just took basically for granted, and you never thought that it would happen to you. You never thought you would have that knee replacement. You never thought, ain't that pretty? You never thought you would have a knee replacement. You never thought that you would be the one that was in a car wreck and became paralyzed. You never thought you would have that head injury. Maybe you was a class A prick. I mean, you really put people down, you belittled people, you bullied people, you mistreated people. Maybe you was that kind of person. Maybe you was the person that got out there and walked every day, rode bicycles every day, or went to the gym every day. Maybe you was that person that was always happy-go-lucky and you never was sad about anything. I mean, maybe you was that kind of person. But then something happened. Many of our injuries and things derive from work relations, and that means our body just simply wears out. Uh, so most genetics, you can contract genetic disorders 7 generations back. I want to tell you what, you go through really being depressed. That's your first stage more than anything. You're just depressed, and then you're just angry. You're just mad at the world. You're mad at yourself. You're mad at everything, and you feel useless. You feel helpless, like I can't do anything. Now, there is people out there who milks it being sick, milks being handicapped, milks it because for the first time in their life, they get attention they never got. They love that basic overall attention, and they can talk. And I've seen it. I've been out there. I've seen it. They just literally talk nasty to people. I mean, they feel, hey, you're not gonna say anything. I can do what I want, and I can be just as rude and hateful as I want to be because I'm handicapped. I'm got limits, and no, you don't have that right. You don't have that right to be rude and hateful to people just because you feel you can do that. But the thing is that, and I'm just talking to the camera because there's nobody out there to talk to back. But the thing is about doing something. Should you prep being handicapped with limits? Of course you should. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and wear butt skins. I'm not telling you to go out there and wear this aluminum hat. I'm not telling you to get all crazy. What I'm telling you is being a back to basis type of prepper is really just sustaining yourself, rerouting your lifestyle, rerouting what you as a person can do or can't do anymore. So, say I have one knee replaced, my other knee's fried, my back's fried, but I still get out there and I still do things and I still try to take care of myself. If you have been with me, and there's some videos you can check out that shows where my head's all shaved and the stitches in my head. I had around 40 stitches in my head, and I still kept going. Maybe, whatever reason is, it happened. But the thing is that you have to think at a different level. You still have many things to offer to yourself as well as to other people. You have this. You have the knowledge. You have the ability to learn, to share your knowledge and ability to others just because You're not that person anymore that can run those marathons or can ride that bicycle 50 miles or whatever it is. Just because you're not that person anymore, you can be so much more with a handicap. Whether you are a prepper or a non-prepper, I've heard some people say, you know what, I give up. I'm here all the time. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to do anything anymore. And they do give up. I mean, and that's the whole thing about it is they do give up. And hey, creative. So I do have creative out there. Uh, and you can do a lot, just like creative says. You can do countless things. Don't let it hold you back as a prepper. There is all different types of preppers. There is bushcraft preppers. There is people who are in militant type of style. There is survivalists. There is endless list of preppers out there of types, of different types. I've been called a hippie. I've been called a yuppie. I've been called this. I've been called that. But you know what? I don't care. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of doing. And the first step in getting into a prepping lifestyle with your handicap limits is knowledge. Start to do your research. Research. I mean, you got to, right, creative? You got to research everything. Maybe you want to, you've never raised a plant in your life. You said you don't have a green thumb, everything's died, but guess what? You got time on your hands now. You want to do something. Learn how to raise that plant. A, well, he and I being around each other, and if anybody does, I want to tell you something. Check out all these people like creative. I'll give a shout out to Robert. It's Wincliffe, I believe is his name, Wilcif. But I may be wrong on it. He started prepping years later, and like creative says, we start somewhere and we never start too late. You never do. We never do. And that's what Robert's told me. He started prepping after all his kids went to college and everything. He woke up one day and said, whoa, wait a minute. I got to do something. Um, Blissful Half Acre. I talked to her some too. And I haven't got in touch with her lately. I've been, just things been crazy. But they decided to buy a place up in Arizona and live a more off-grid lifestyle. And the thing is that you can do it. You can do it. Just because you're using a walker or you're using a cane or whatever, you have so much to offer yourself and other people around you. Young people, older people, people who are dinosaurs can do it. I mean, it's just like, and you can. And it's something that we all need to reach out to do. We need to encourage. Yes, I focus a lot on handicapped people. I want to tell you what, I got into it with one YouTuber. He's a big to-do YouTuber, countless, and he's from Canada, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he was so mad at me because I was not happy with what he said. He made a comment about some older people were saving up toilet paper, and he made a comment. He said, "You're getting ready to die. Why are you prepping?" In his terms, in basic areas, and I was not happy with this. He was putting down people with limits. He was putting down the older people who feels that, you know what, I'm on a limited income. I don't have the money anymore, but they're not always. I find a lot of the older preppers are not prepping just for themselves. They are prepping for their families. They are prepping for their grandchildren. They are prepping to be prepared because I want to tell you what, you just can't run down to the store. And right now we have computer age, we have technology, and it's endless source of things. You can have so much ordered. But then you have to think about where you're living at. More and more people are moving into the cities. More and more people are having what's called hobby farms, and it's usually from an acre to 5 acres or whatever. But more and more people has to adjust their lifestyle. When things happens, and it has happened all across the world countless times, and you got people banging on your door, they're breaking your door in, and they're going to take what you have. They're going to take it. And the sad thing about it is that your own family, Many of your own friends will turn against you. They will take what you've got. They don't care. They're going to take every little bit of food, survival supplies, or whatever they can get from you because they want to survive. And the fact is, the reason why a lot of them's like that, because they did not learn. They did not take time to get that book out and read. They didn't take time to listen to other people. They didn't take time to do the research on how to survive. They didn't know how to survive. You're living in a city and you got 10 restaurants at your feet. You used to going down there and you're grabbing your food, you're grabbing whatever, and you have never, ever, ever, ever thought about it. People in a crisis situation, people has turned to cannibalism, and I know I didn't pronounce it right, but they have turned to eating other people. They will eat their own family if they have to. As soon as someone gets injured or they're dying, they're killing them and they're eating them. That's just bottom line. That's how it is. They will bully you. They will steal from you. They will rape you. They will kill you. And if you are no use to them, they will discard you. In a survival situation, they are about what their overall group is to survive. So you have to figure out how you are going to survive as a handicapped prepper, as a person with limits. What can I do to improve my odds of surviving? Okay, I'm on these medications. What can I use as a substitute to help extend my survival rate? Get the books out, read, talk to people, study people, go to classes, go to herbal classes, go to survival classes if you need to. Go learn about self-defense being in a wheelchair. There is people out there who would teach you how to use your upper body things. They will teach you basic maneuvers, moves. Maybe you want to modify your walking stick and have something in it where you can always have some kind of supplies with you, your water or whatever it's in it. It's something you yourself have to think about as a handicapped person. I encourage handicapped people to get out there. I encourage handicapped people to do something. Hey there, Bayou Prepper. Yeah. So what you think, Bayou? You think handicapped people should be more responsible for themselves? And if you two haven't subscribed to each other, get out there and subscribe to one another. Spread the word around. Encourage people of all ages and health to think about changing their lifestyle around. If you've read reports and you've seen what is, obesity is on the increase, and they're talking about younger people who are in their 20s or like in their 40s health-wise in many, many cases. And they're talking about the life expectancy of the younger generation is not going to last as long because of the things. I seen a thing talking about 25 foods, bad foods that the baby boomers still eat and won't let go. Uh, and so, yeah, that's right. Everyone can do something to help. I tell you what, just because you got limits, you can be a teacher, you can be whatever. I used to listen for hours growing up to older people, tell me stories, show me how to do things. Well, a lot of my friends was out playing. They thought I was a little weird, but I'm going to tell you what, I learned some things that they never even begin to think about learning. And even now with my limits and stuff, I'm still out there learning how to do things for myself. And that's why I talk about creating a source of income for yourself. Just because I'm on disability doesn't mean I don't try to create a source of income as to help survive with. I am not beyond eating rice 7 days a week if I have to. I can live without the fast food restaurants. Love going to them. They're simple. They're easy. I can live without them. So you have to think on all that. Guys, when you get out there, I think one guy telling me, he says, you know what, please encourage more people to talk about handicapped preppers. Please encourage people, tell them I can't find stories about them. They don't want to talk about people with limits. They don't want to talk about handicapped people. They don't want to talk about people that's older. And then you'll see a lot of the channels, they're sponsored by this and that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind being sponsored by something myself. but I'm not. And that's okay too. Now, I'm just been rambling on for about 15, 20 minutes. I just wanted to kind of express my thoughts. And then if anybody was out there heard me, that's good too. But so if any of you happen to check this out, now down, if you must, down the road, I want to be creating another channel called Life Prepper Crafting. And it's going to be showing you more how to make things and stuff, what you have and things. So I'll be separating from this more, but I hope you will check it out when it happens. I want you to share and encourage people to write their stories about their limits, their handicap, and how things have changed in their life. I want you to talk about all this. Okay, here it is. And almost 50 with a heart problem with stage 4 kidney failure, what Bayou Prep was telling me. And you know what? He's still kicking. Bayou, you got it going on. And I'm so thankful for all you guys out there. I try to subscribe to as many of you, and I try to check out all the stuff you got um, and everything. Well, thank you. I look forward to getting it going. I hope I do some. I want to get another camera and everything when I can. Uh, Once I get, my goal is to move up to Michigan, and I want to eventually get more of an off-grid lifestyle and start doing some tanning um, and raising and making more stuff out of what I harvest and thing. And I want to show people that you can do so many wonderful, wonderful things. So I'm going to get out here. I'm just rambling on, but the thing is, I want you to keep doing what you're doing. I want you to keep on. I want you to say, I'm not giving up. I want to show you folks. And by you keep sharing that knowledge. You keep sharing it. And you keep showing people, hey, I'm out here. And encourage these people to get to a back to basics lifestyle. And they don't have to give up their fast foods. They don't have to give up their movies nights if they don't want to. They don't have to give all that up. All they got to do is change something around and have those books and learn about some medical techniques. Take some classes and stuff. And say, hey, I'm here. So I want to get out of here, guys. I'm just rambling now. Uh, Trying this new stuff here. Pass the word on. Encourage them. Give some shout out to some handicapped people. You see some articles about it. Tell them, yeah. And creative. He's a cool dude. You know what? He's just a good old boy. And y'all check him out too. Like I say, check out Robert. Check out. There's so many of them out there. Check a list on my subscribe list, and check some of these people out. And take care of all y'all. Be safe. Be happy.